So hey girl, thanks for coming by my place.
No worries. You mind if our girlfriend can come by with us?
Hell no. This why I watch DC Rob.
Okay guys, check this out.
The concern is, what is she slipping them?
They choose to take somebody home when they meet in a club. We can't be everybody's parent. We got to be careful when we pick up somebody at a club.
Exactly. This stuff has been here, but my safe travelers know better. Report the news for Central and South America with a special attention on Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. This one is totally different because it is in the United States, but it is relevant because it has to do with the scoping. Now, again, my safe travelers, my viewers, my subs, we know better, right? We know better. But I want you to hear these cases, and I really want you to hear what the judge has to say. Let's jump into this first story. I have 4 stories today. The first one I'm going to read. The next ones I'm going to give you straight from the news, but you need to hear this stuff. You are ahead of the curve, basically. Let's jump into this first story. New video shows a woman accused of scoping and robbing of a Rolex in a Brickell hotel in Miami. The surveillance video obtained by NBC6 on Friday shows when police said 23-year-old Rachel Warner was invited into a man's hotel room back in April. A short time later, cameras captured her leaving the hotel. Miami police officials said Warner befriended the man in a hotel bar in the 700 block of Brickell Plaza. Warner went with the man back to his hotel room where she prepared him a drink, and the man said he started feeling ill and lost consciousness, the police said. When the man woke up, Warner was gone, and so was his $1,800 Rolex watch. Warner was later arrested on charges of burglary with assault or battery, grand theft, and possession of suspected ketamine, records show. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, again, my guys, you know better. This is not happening to you. You don't leave your drinks attended even in the States. Am I right? Am I right? You guys know better. You are the safe travelers. You know better. Now, there's also been another woman that's been scoped. Oh, there's been many of them. I don't know if Miami is just the spot now or people are coming from somewhere else and landing in Miami and not going any further, but all the stories are coming from Miami, at least the ones that I was able to find. But this is a New York woman. She was scoping on South Beach. And again, she stole Rolexes. I don't know what's with the Rolexes. Maybe everybody's got a Rolex. Are they just easy to take? Or I don't get it. But check this out.
Drugging them and robbing them. Police say that it all started back in 2023.
And NBC6's Steve Litz has more on the luxury thefts and why police think there could be more victims.
Brittney Scott accused of meeting up with men, likely drugging them, say police, and then ripping them off. The prosecutor and the judge with this discussion.
The concern is, what is she slipping them?
They choose to take somebody home when they meet in a club. We can't be everybody's parent. We got to be careful when we pick up somebody at a club.
All of the victims describe a similar situation, meeting Scott on South Beach, having drinks, and then going back to their homes. One man lives in a building in the Brickell area, another in Wynwood. Scott appeared in court on 3 separate instances. The prosecutor said one encounter was violent.
The defendant hit him in the head with a bottle of wine and he lost consciousness.
But in other instances, police say Scott slipped her victims drugs.
Once they fall asleep, then she steals their watches. In these 3 cases, they were Rolex watches, and takes their credit cards. Immediately thereafter, she starts racking up charges on their credit cards.
Scott told the judge she took a plea deal on similar charges on Monday and was on probation when she was arrested.
And police did have that suspect on surveillance video, so they know what she looked like. And an officer spotted her right over here on Northwest 7th Avenue near 81st Street yesterday and then arrested her. Live in Northwest Miami-Dade, I'm Steve Litz, NBC6 News.
And okay, there you go. So again, you guys know better, but that's not alone. Check this one out.
The night out that took a turn, investigators alleging this 26-year-old swiped thousands from the victim as he showed signs of possibly being drugged.
You're arrested for burglary to an occupied dwelling, a second-degree felony, and grand theft, a second-degree felony.
That's Bianca Thurb facing a Miami-Dade judge accused of stealing thousands from a man back on the 11th of this month.
His apartment was ransacked, and he's lost over $25,000 of merchandise.
According to arrest forms, the 26-year-old and another female met the victim at Coco nightclub. They eventually left to pick up Jamaican food and went back to his place.
Then he drank some brisk iced tea, and after that, he began experiencing abnormal fatigue and drowsiness.
He eventually went to lay down as the women were sleeping on the couch. Now, when the victim woke up, the girls were gone. Missing an iPhone, a Rolex watch, a Cuban link chain, cologne bottles, IDs, bank cards, and more. Now, the 26-year-old couldn't evade for long because the victim knew her license plate since he registered her vehicle at his place. PD eventually busted her. She didn't want to talk to anyone but a lawyer.
Count 2, there is probable cause for grand theft. That bond is $75,000.
All right, and she has since posted her bond. She has not made her way out of TGK. Of course, this story has much more to come later on. That's the very latest. We're live in West Miami-Dade. I'm Samir Nafsi, Local 10 News.
Okay, again, you guys know, my viewers know, you don't leave your drink unattended. You got to go to the bathroom. You taking that drink back. You give it back to the bartender, or you finish it at the bar, and you start all over when you come back from the bathroom. You know better. Let me show you this one last one.
And cash from men she met in clubs and hotels. It sounds a lot like other recent crimes, so much so that a judge handling the case called it the same old story. CBS News Miami's Larry Seaward is live outside the jail in West Miami-Dade. And Larry, the woman accused in this case has posted bond, right?
Jim, Angelina Chanel Esty left jail this evening. Still, she faces 3 counts of grand theft for charges similar to at least 3 other recent cases.
What happened inside the Fontainebleau Hotel's Miami Beach lobby and its 12th floor led to charges against 25-year-old Angelina Chanel Esty.
What's the usual story, Judge?
That prosecutors and the judge know well.
At the Fontainebleau, same old story.
In the last 5 months, 4 different women faced theft charges, accused of stealing jewelry and watches from men who invited the women into their rooms or apartments. Police say Esther Torres met men at a Miami Beach club. When they invited her to their rooms, she allegedly pepper sprayed victims, then took cash, credit cards, and watches. In a separate case, investigators say Rachel Warner seduced men in Brickell and Miami Beach. At least 2 men woke up missing watches worth tens of thousands of dollars. In a third case, prosecutors say Brittney Scott lured a man from a South Beach bar, gave him a drink, then stole his Rolex and watch after he passed out.
Victims could have been killed.
They choose to take somebody home when they meet in a club. We can't be everybody's parent.
That judge warned people to be careful picking up anyone in clubs. 2 weeks later, Esty faces similar charges. Miami Beach police say a man staying at the Fontainebleau came back from a night out. He met Esty in the lobby, took her to his room. Investigators say Esty poured him drinks. He passed out, then woke up to find Esty and his $20,000 Rolex and $10,000 diamond bracelet gone. Detectives put out a wanted flyer based on surveillance video of their suspect. Doral police saw it and recognized her as the same woman wanted for a similar crime that happened in March. In that Doral case, prosecutors say the victim met Esty at a nightclub in Brickell, brought her to his high-rise in Doral. There, Esty and a second woman allegedly served a drink. The victim passed out and woke up missing his watch. Earlier that month, police in Miami say Esty stole a watch from a man that she met at Club 11. It's why Esty faces 3 counts of grand theft and potentially more if police find other victims.
Okay, again, you guys got to know, you heard it from the judge. I mean, you bring somebody back to your place, it doesn't matter. Your hotel in the States, your hotel in Colombia, your hotel in the DR, or Airbnb, it does not matter. Stop trying to live that 3-way, 4-way fantasy, whatever somebody commented. Look, you're taking chances any way you look at it, man. And remember, one drink, you're not the same. I'm not saying you're drunk, but one drink, you're not the same. And these chicks are smooth. You're not going to get them. I mean, any professional scammer is smooth. If they're good at what they do, look at the scammer in Medellin. And all my guys know who the scammer is. If anybody new you may not know, go back and type in dcbornrob scammer. This cat's been scamming you guys for years. Years. And I'm like, how's he still alive? How did he don't run up on the wrong cat again? He has. Go find that video where he gets arrested and the guy from the States like this off to the side. Yeah, he ain't leaving. And then he dropped something in a white baggie out his pocket. And that's a dude. The dude is setting up other people. Man, you guys got to be careful. That's all. But most of the stuff, it revolves around certain activities. You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Revolves around a certain activity. You're not in that activity or those couple of activities, you really don't have that issue. Again, there's expats, there's female expats in Medellin. You never hear about them getting scoped. But never hear about them getting robbed. Not saying it don't happen, but I'm sure it is minimal compared to those playing the game. So any way you look at it, be careful, guys. My viewers know you are the safe traveler, so you know better. Spread the word. Tell the other cats this stuff is in the States. When you out at the club here in the States too, tell your partners. Don't leave that drink unattended. Look out for them because you know better, right? Okay, anyway, you're up to date with the latest news out of Miami. Remember to travel, but travel safe.
Thanks for the 18 like. Thanks for the 18 like. dcbornrob.
So hey girl, thanks for coming by my place.
No worries. You mind if our girlfriend can come by with us?
Hell no. This is why I watch DC Rob.
Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below.